What's up, leaders? It's Will. It's not Brad. That is because I get to give the message this week. I'm super excited about it, and I'm going to dive right into what we're talking about. Brad and I have been meeting today and talking about my message, and it's actually going to be really exciting. We're talking, the series we're in right now is called March Madness. It has nothing to do with the one that the Weeknd's doing, but it still has a lot to do with basketball. And I love basketball. I played basketball growing up, so I'm excited about, relating it to basketball, relating our faith with basketball. That's exciting. But we're going to be looking at the story that when Jesus and the disciples went out into the boat and it stormed, and it was a big storm, and the disciples were freaking out, and then Jesus was asleep. And we're just going to be like, I'm just going to hit them with it like, God will call you out into a storm. He brings people into storms. And kind of just really going to say, who are you in the boat? You could be Judas, and this is all spiritual speculation, but you could be Judas, who trusts in the world, trusts in money, trusts in a substance, and so when the storm comes, he doesn't go take a nap. He freaks out. He's part of the crew freaking out. There's also Peter in the boat. Peter was probably, he knew who he was, but he had forgotten also. He had trusted in God at one point more than he did then. He used to be Simon, and now he's Peter, but he's kind of forgotten that, and so he loses his train of thought, and he kind of gets a little wild and freaked out, just like Judas. And then there's even John, who John just trusted in himself, the part of the Brothers of Thunder, and he just kind of thought he could handle it until he realized the storm was too big. And so we might hit on that too. And then last but not least, there's Jesus in the boat asleep. And, we're going to talk about, hey, Jesus' faith, like how did he trust in order to be asleep in the middle of a chaotic storm? And that will probably be a point or two about like he was prepared. He knew a storm was coming. Not only did he know a storm was coming, but like in the middle of the storm, he was patient. He was peaceful about it. He didn't freak out. He took a nap, and like that'll just kind of conclude it. But we're gonna be like, who are you in the storm, and what are you trusting in? Because the storm like shows what you trust in. Who are you in the boat? Are you Judas? Are you Peter? Are you John? Or are you Jesus? And then if somebody's like, well, I'm Jesus, or we think, oh, we're good, we're Jesus. Maybe the waves just aren't big enough yet. And so I'm looking forward to talking about it. But anyways, just make this video short. I want to talk to you all. It's like 5:15 as I'm making this. I appreciate your all's prayers. I feel your prayers. I really do. So just be thinking about me as I prepare for this message, and think about the students as they are coming in after 2 weeks of no students. So for those that went to Fusion, week and a half. Those who didn't, this will be the first time in 2 weeks, so we missed them. We look forward to seeing them again. Love you guys. I appreciate you all so much and all that you do. Brad and I we really do. We love all you guys. Thankful for every single one of you. But anyways, thank you all so much. I'll see you guys Wednesday.